So I am here with the lovely Dave Giles.
Hello.
All the way from the UK.
Yes, from London in England.
Thanks so much for giving me some of your time, Dave.
Thank you for giving me some of your time.
So you have been touring with your new CD, the Taylor Swift EP.
Yes, here's one I prepared earlier.
That's so cool. This is so exciting. You've been touring around the world with this new EP.
Yes, well, UK, Ireland, Australia, and I've done a lot of other travelling this year, but that's not touring.
Yeah.
It's just me going on holiday, so I went to LA last week, which was fun. But yeah, I have done a lot of touring for this EP, so lots of fun.
That is so amazing. Could you let us in on what kind of hard work goes into behind the scenes of organising a tour like this, being an independent artist?
Well, there's lots of different ways it can be done. The way I do it in the UK and Ireland for the last few years is I've been contacting the venues directly, phoning them up and saying, I would like to hire your venue, please. So there's a lot of risk involved in that, in terms of if no one turns up, then I have to pay out the hire fees and the hotels and transport costs and all of that stuff. So I have to try and judge based on how many tickets I feel like I can sell, what kind of venues I use.
Yep.
So it's been a long process, and I started doing this back in 2011, and the first tour didn't make any money at all.
Okay.
And it cost me money, and then gradually they've started beginning to earn me a living. Which is great. So that's how it's supposed to work, I suppose. As long as people keep showing up, I'm happy. But the Australia thing, basically, through doing that, I met a lot of musicians, including Bri, who came on some of my UK tours, and he then learnt how to organise his own ones, and he's taken me over to Australia. So Australia was great because I didn't have to do anything. I just had to book my flights and turn up and do a good job. So that was great.
Sweet. Shout out to Bri then. I'll put a little
big shout out to my good
channel.
friend. Yeah, I love you, Bri.
You've also travelled with, or like toured with some other musicians or YouTuber musicians.
Yeah.
Could you name a few?
Okay. Well, the last tour we had Emma Blackery.
What a girl.
Toured with, yeah, she's great. She's great. We became really good friends actually. Which is really quite a surprise for me. I was a bit nervous about how we'd get on, but we got on really well. I'm not gonna lie. I think she'd say the same.
Really? Wow. Okay.
I didn't really. I'm nervous about anyone new I tour with because I didn't know her beforehand.
Yeah.
Other than exchanging emails and meeting once or twice at events, you know, when someone completely new comes on, you're going to spend a lot of intimate time with that person. So it's nothing against Emma that I didn't think I'd get on. It's just I know what I'm like. So it's more a case of people not getting on with me. It's normally the issue.
I think there's some of my best friends who I don't think I could go on tour with, just being in a band for weeks on end or something.
You know, they say that you don't really know someone until you've travelled with them, and indeed I have. Perhaps I'm not as good of friends with anymore with some people who I have toured with because of the experience of touring.
Yeah.
So yeah, it has its ups and downs.
All in the life of a musician.
Yeah. You filter out who your real friends are, I guess, by doing it.
A few people wanted me to ask you about your beard.
I started growing it in January.
Yes. Are you liking it? Are you wanting to... You think you're going to roll with the beard?
It's not going to go anywhere. But basically, there is a reason why I started growing it. There was three reasons. One, I wanted to have something small and furry to play with on my top lip.
Wow.
Two, it's Bri's getting married in December, and I like the idea of going dressed as Dumbledore.
Okay.
Although it might be a bit ambitious, I might need to get some beard extensions to get the full Dumbledore look. But I'm hoping to have it long enough.
Dumbledore is Harry Potter?
Oh my god, please tell me you're joking.
I'm honestly not. I haven't seen or read Harry Potter, but I think That's Harry Potter, or is it Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, he is. No, it's Harry Potter.
Okay.
He's basically a wizard, an old wizard with a very long beard.
Okay.
And Bry's a big Harry Potter fan, so I thought it'd be funny.
Oh, don't show Bri this video then.
No, he knows. I've told him. I asked for permission already.
Oh.
Yeah. And the third reason was I've been doing this music thing for like ever. I was in a band. I became a singer-songwriter in 2010. Mm-hmm. Before that, I was in a band for years, and then I was studying music and various bands and playing for various people, playing guitar. And I just got fed up. I'm 29 now. I'm fed up with being told how I should look.
Yeah.
And that you need to look a certain way to be cool, and being cool is more important than the music, and this, that, and the other. And you do get told it a hell of a lot. Oh, if you want to get big on YouTube, you need to have a floppy fringe and look really young. And I was just like, do you know, fuck this. Sorry, I'm not allowed. I don't know if I'm supposed to swear or not, but I'm not that. I am not young, and I can't grow my hair. And so the beard was kind of a bit of a protest. It's kind of like do you know what? I don't care what I look like anymore, so I'm going to grow my facial hair and just see what mess it becomes.
Yeah.
And if you don't like how I look, then I don't really care. And I'm a singer-songwriter. If you like my music, it shouldn't matter how I look.
Yeah, definitely.
And, if anyone's just around because of how I look, then that's a shame, really, because I'm not really bothered about that. So that's why I've grown my beard.
I think you
it's
would
a bit of a statement.
Notice that I'm quite one for not caring what people think of what I'm wearing with all my rainbow.
Yeah, your top is great. I love your top. It's wonderful. But I know you wouldn't care if I didn't like it. That's the wonderful thing.
It's true.
Right, and why should you?
I would keep on wearing it.
You should be able to express yourself however you deem fit, and if someone doesn't like it, then they can fuck off.
Yes.
It's my mentality.
I love it.
Feel free to beep me out if you need to. Sorry.
So with your music, you write your own songs, obviously, which is fantastic. Yes. How does inspiration come to you for writing songs? Are you someone to have a notepad next to your bed at night and scribbled out lyrics, or just through the day? Like, how does it usually come to you?
All kind of ways. I mean, basically my phone is full of notes. So because the modern world we live in, I always forget to take a pen and paper with me, but my phone is with me all the time. Yeah. So often when inspiration comes, I just jot it down on my phone and come back to it. And I also have drop something. The voice memo section of my phone is full of. If I have melodic ideas, you can record them all on your phone with your voice memos. So that's kind of how I store ideas. I do the odd co-write as well. I don't just write all my songs on my own. Sometimes I need someone else to help pull the story out of me.
I have a question from my friend Sheba. She wanted to know, when did you start first writing your songs?
2010. I've been writing songs since I was 13.
Yeah. Okay.
So I started on my own in my bedroom, and I wrote a really, really bad song, but I was so proud of it. And then I joined a band with my best friend Joe, and in fairness, we had this little thing that every time we were writing songs, we'd do it together. He did all the words and I did all the music, and that lasted until 2007. No, 2010. Wow. Until 2010. So that was from 1999, back in the 1900s, to 2000, to 2010. So we had a good old stint of writing a lot of songs together and being in a band. And then he decided he had enough of being in a band. So obviously, because he was the singer and I was a guitarist, and I was like, I'm not done with this music thing yet. So I decided to try and write words on my own, and that was when I made the effort to say, I'm going to be a storyteller, and I'm going to tell stories of what's going on and see how that goes. And I had no confidence at first. If you look at my very first YouTube video, it's a video called Cupcake, you'll see I'm sitting in a dark room and you can't see my face. And my voice sounds different from as it does now because I was still trying to find it. So I was putting on a little bit of an accent, whereas the best advice I got was be yourself. And if you don't try and sing like anyone else, if you just sing like you talk, then no one can ever tell you it's wrong when it's your song.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, and it took me a few songs before I really embraced that. I tried to do it, but I actually ended up just doing a parody of myself rather than being myself. Whereas now I feel like I am singing like I talk, and it's just a natural thing. And if you like it, you do. If you don't, I don't care. So.
Well, that's so sweet. Okay, so do you have any tour dates that you could share with us for people around the UK who might be watching?
Yeah, I'm touring in October, so it's not finalised yet, but most of the dates are on my website. If you go to davejgiles.com/tour, all the dates are there. So I'm trying to, there's a couple more I'm just trying to finalise, and then I'll put the artwork up and be pushing it like hell. So there's not going to be any big YouTubers on this tour. It's going to be me and a few musicians who I really like, who I feel need a bit more recognition for their work. So yeah.
Can you release their names yet, or is that still a secret?
It's still a secret because it's not 100% confirmed. There's still a lot of chats with various people because some people can't do the whole tour. So it might be that there'll be different people at different dates. So until I've got that all firmed up, I'm not gonna say anything.
That's fair enough. That's very exciting, guys. Make sure you go down and check out his website, and also you can follow Dave on Twitter.
Yes, you can. Dave J. Giles.
Dave J. Giles.
Yes.
And I'm sure he will be tweeting out when these tour dates get released.
Most definitely.
Thank you so much for chatting with me.
No worries, thank you for having me.
Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, guys. Go and check out Dave's channel. There will be a little box around his head right now where you can click and subscribe to him. Check out his other videos. Yeah, and he vlogs around his tours as well, which is very entertaining, and his amazing music, so I think you should definitely go check that out. Yeah, and if you haven't already subscribed to me, then you can.
Yes, please do. Please do.
Thank you. Bye.
No worries. Bye.